Hi there, it's Natalie,
And Miranda from Custom Crops.
and we are bringing a project to you today that is photo inspired. This is our new 7 Gypsies. What is this called?
It is called an ATC and photo display.
Because you might have seen, if you're an artist or you're in the scrapbook world or the craft world, you might have seen the ATCs, which are artist trading cards, and people are wild about them. And this would be something that you could use to display all your ATCs, but you can also use it for photos, which is what we've done. Actually, Karen designed this, and this would be a great thing to do for seasons. So if you have summer pictures and you want to just keep adding until summer's over and then put them all in a book, and then you start a new one with fall, that would be a really cool thing to do. So Miranda's got the photo and ATC holder. It comes in a package.
And it comes with some gator clips. It comes with 25 gator clips. As you can see, these little doodads here holding your pictures on. You can also buy more if you need more. There comes 25 in a separate pack if you needed to get more.
And how many come with the original?
25.
Okay, so
they're
25
both 25.
okay.
And if you're doing like a lot of the trading cards, sometimes you do need a lot more, so that's when you would need it. But if you're doing something like this, just to kind of show you about what it can hold, this bottom piece down here can hold up to 8 4x6 pictures.
Okay.
The middle piece can do 8 3x5 pictures.
Okay.
And the top can do 8 2x3 pictures.
Okay.
So kind of give you an idea there. It also makes it look really cool if you have bigger pictures to medium to smaller to kind of go with the theme of the design here. But everything that you need comes right in this package here. We have this on our website. And we were just going to kind of show like some of the little things that she did here.
Karen used also these Tim Holtz journaling tickets, and she just attached them to the various pictures. And this is a really cute idea that we liked because some of the journaling tickets are lined and there's lots of space to write things. So that was a really cute idea. And you can just embellish them however you want. The main product that we're going to be focusing on today is by Graffix. And it's the new shrink film. So it comes in a variety of colors, or what would you call it? Like, not formats, but like it comes in clear, it comes in matte.
Different colors.
It comes in colored. So what the great thing about this is that not only can you print out, you run it through your laser printer, and print things out and then do like a shrink-eat ink. When you were kids, you probably had shrink-eat inks. You put them in your oven. But you don't need your oven because
you can use the heating tool.
You can use your heating tool. It's
much more convenient.
and very, very quick. So not only can you do that, which is the great thing about this product, but you can also cut it in your Cricut. And we're going to be showing you that next. So we're basically going to be cutting our camera out from the Going Places cartridge. And you can see we've already cut one camera here just as a trial and found that that was too big. So the rule of thumb when using this material is that if you want an inch shape after you've shrunk it down, you're going to double that and cut it at 2 inches. So I've got my multi-cut button on, my pressure is set at high, my speed is set at medium, and I'm just going to be cutting out my camera, which is right here on my Cricut keypad.
And that was Going Places?
That's the Going Places cartridge. And I'm going to press cut. So we'll unload our mat. And we got our shape cut out. Now, if you do something that's a little more dainty or just a little bit more spindly, you want to be careful when you're pulling it off your mat not to rip these little contact points, because it's easy to do. So, Miranda, why don't you talk about where we used... Oh, well, we used the camera.
She just has hung on this little photo
so
here.
This is how it started out, and that's how it finished once we used the alcohol ink.
And heating tool.
Yep, and then this is the castle.
This is my favorite one. You can see this little photo here. She just simply took some nestabilities, ran the actual photo through to punch a hole out of the photo, and then she used some black paper and used the exact same nestability with a second one to give that border, and then just used a little eyelet and hung the little castle in the middle to go with the theme of being at the beach.
Okay, so now let's heat up our shapes. And Miranda's going to shrink it with the heating tool. Now, we should mention, when you get to larger shapes, you want to probably go with the oven method, just because the heating is more evenly distributed, and we might have a little bit of a trouble here with the shape. But
more than 2 inches of, I would say.
We'll see how it goes.
Oh man, scares me every time.
Yep. And you'll probably get to the spot where you're like, I'm ruining my project, but just hang with it and heat it up, and you'll see that it's going to shrink down into your shape. Okay. And then you're going to probably want to let it sit for just a few minutes because it is hot. You can see Miranda's using a craft pick, so you definitely don't want to touch it. And if you touch it with your hand and try to pick it up and move it, it's still kind of malleable, so it can be altered. Yep. This little flag just doesn't want to flip around there. There. Now try it.
Definitely going to make it faster for you, but not necessarily. Depending on what you're cutting out, the more detailed cuts will do perfect in the oven.
Right. And this kind of flipped around here, so it's... Okay. So I'm going to work with that a little bit. Miranda, why don't you color in that camera with the alcohol ink?
Little camera here. Using our Tim Holtz, this is the silver metallic alcohol ink. I'm just going to totally cover our camera.
Now, can you use the heat tool to dry that off? Okay.
It doesn't take long at all. And you want to be a little bit further from it when you're drying the alcohol ink so that you're not going to change the shape of your camera at all.
Now, if you didn't want to use your heating tool, you could also let that sit and dry off.
So now you know how to use the Graffix shrink film, and you can see how to put it to use when if you're making one of these photo displays. I was telling Natalie it'd be a really cute idea to use one of these like at a baby shower maybe, and have pictures of the mom getting bigger and bigger and doing all these things throughout the months, or maybe at a wedding or wedding rehearsal dinner or something like that. Maybe have pictures of the bride and groom as... And
you could also like have a card set on a table where people like write things like best wishes, and then they like hang them during, and there would be something for the bride and groom to take home. So,
awesome. Yeah. So you really can use this for a lot of things. I hope that you liked it, and you can see how great of a job that Karen did putting this together, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Goodbye.